My cousin just called me in tears. Here's the story. This summer, she went out to find an internship because her school requires an internship seal. I accompanied her to many interviews. It's not just her. Even experienced people are having a hard time finding internship opportunities. We interviewed at 6 companies, and 5 of them are not hiring interns. This year, many companies have stopped hiring interns due to high employment costs. Just entering society, these companies are unwilling to hire inexperienced newcomers. How are they supposed to gain experience? Many people say the current job market is terrible. I didn't believe it before and even thought they had too high expectations. Since 2021, I have changed jobs 3 times from internship to graduation, with no gap period exceeding a week, and each time, the salary increased by 25%. In my last job change, I even joined an operations position with 0 experience. In my impression, good jobs were still relatively easy to find. However, the situation has completely changed now. Whether it's big or small companies, they all need versatile talents. For example, an operations position requires sales, administrative work, and even driving, and you must be willing to work overtime. Business positions require passion. The network anchor positions we interviewed for are essentially sales roles, asking if you can sell 10 million yuan worth of products in a month. Many jobs advertise a salary of 5,000 to 8,000 yuan, but in reality, it's rare to exceed 5,000 yuan, and after deducting social insurance and housing fund, there's not much left for living expenses. The requirement for experience in job postings is essentially a way to avoid hiring inexperienced people. If a company lists social insurance and housing fund as benefits, it basically means there are no other benefits. Flexible working hours usually mean only the leaving time is flexible, not the starting time. Companies with a young workforce often indicate high staff turnover. Many companies require you to keep making sales calls to customers, pushing products. With rising prices and fewer job opportunities, it's no wonder more people are turning to food delivery and ride-hailing drivers because there are no other options. I am really so tired, so tired, so tired. I am an 80s generation college graduate and have been unemployed for over a year, unable to find a job. Every day, I can only make a living by doing temporary day jobs. This kind of life is really too exhausting. I feel like I can't hold on any longer. Why, no matter how hard I try, can't I escape this life of poverty? Why, no matter how hard I try, can't I escape this life at the bottom of society? What should we do? Nowadays, it is really too difficult to survive. I work several jobs every day, but still feel it's not enough to cover the household expenses. Every day I open my eyes to face the mortgage, close my eyes thinking about the car loan, and there are the children's expenses, the various household expenses. Really, now every day my mind is filled with thoughts of money. Apart from money, it's still money. It's really frustrating and exhausting. Why is life so tiring now?
我是97年的。
I was born in 1997 and graduated with a bachelor's degree in 2020. It's been about 3 to 4 years since I graduated, and I've found job hunting increasingly challenging. This morning, I worked odd jobs for half the day. In the afternoon, with nothing else to do, I decided to look for work. I specifically brought my bachelor's degree certificate with me, hoping to show it to potential employers. I graduated in 2020 with a major in finance. Choosing this major was a mistake because jobs in finance are hard to come by. As a result, I ended up in sales, completely unrelated to my field of study. Now, my knowledge in finance has almost gone to waste. Previously, I only knew sales, but now I'm reluctant to return to sales jobs because of the immense pressure. This afternoon, I planned to see if there were any job openings. However, I discovered that for someone like me, a graduate of an ordinary university with a bachelor's degree, finding a job is incredibly difficult. When I mention the university I graduated from during interviews, many people haven't even heard of it. I've been unemployed for over a year now and have noticed that even when companies are hiring, they often prefer recent graduates because they have lower salary expectations, which reduces company costs. As a 1997-born bachelor's degree holder, I feel utterly worthless. Do you think there's still hope for me? I feel like my life is becoming hopeless.
为什么工作日这么多人在广州图书馆睡觉呢？
Why do so many people sleep in the Guangzhou Library on weekdays? Are they pretending to work here? This is the largest and most luxurious library in Guangzhou, with sofas, air conditioning, internet access, restrooms, and drinking water available. It's really comfortable here and can help them relieve fatigue. This library is located in the CBD of Guangzhou's Zhujiang New Town, surrounded by tall buildings where financial professionals work. It's said that many middle-aged people who have been laid off in Guangzhou this year pretend to work here. Today, coming to the Guangzhou Library, let's take a look at the real situation here, see if there are handsome guys and beautiful women inside, and what are they doing? Are they seriously reading books, studying, sleeping, or just pretending to work? As soon as you enter, you can see many people playing with their phones or sleeping. In the area you see now, most people are studying seriously, and some are watching movies on their laptops. Basically, those sitting in the sofa area are sleeping or playing with their phones, and rarely studying or reading books. Everyone is sleeping soundly. These people are likely those who have been laid off, worried about being blamed by their families, so they come out on time every day pretending to work and go home when it's time to leave. They often spend their days in the library searching for jobs online. If they can't find a job, they will use their savings for a while before deciding what to do next. I won't disturb them anymore. This is the true situation of the Guangzhou Library. Every time I come here, I see many people sleeping. The current employment situation is quite severe. As the owner of a company, I posted a job requiring design skills 2 weeks ago, offering a salary of 7,000 yuan. In just one night, I received over 600 resumes. Among them, a University of Toronto undergraduate impressed me greatly with his repeated expression of strong interest in this position. This made me think, during his 4 years of study, he spent approximately 2 million yuan, and this job would take about 250 months to recoup that investment. This made me question whether the return on investment for studying abroad might be declining. Even more shocking is that a 36-year-old PhD in chemistry from the University of Manchester also applied for this position. Seeing this situation really breaks my heart. These job seekers are clearly in trouble, and I am willing to do my best to help them. After looking at their portfolios, I truly felt the difficulty these mid-career changers face in learning new skills to find jobs. For example, a 30-year-old designer recently laid off by a AAA advertising company showcased a rich experience in both graphic and industrial 3D design. He is very eager to get this 7,000 yuan position because he also feels the intense competition in the job market. I believe that with 3 to 6 months, he can definitely become an excellent employee. However, for small companies, the reality is precarious. Large companies can train employees through standard operating procedures, while small companies often can only provide one-on-one training, which increases training costs and future uncertainties. Another particularly shocking resume was from a 30-year-old woman, married with a child, applying for a business position, which is usually considered to have a lower entry threshold. This left me speechless because, in the current workplace environment, career development is more challenging for women than for men. In China, half of the companies will not hire women over 30. Graduating later is already a disadvantage, and if it's a master's degree, it's even later, leaving even less time for work. I sincerely hope that leaders of large companies can consider these factors and try to avoid laying off employees in their 30s and 40s. These employees not only bear family responsibilities but also feel insecure within the company, especially in the layoff-prone environment of small businesses.
Recently in China, a trend known as unfinished child is gaining popularity among parents. This term sounds deeply poignant. In the past, we only heard of unfinished buildings. So what does unfinished child mean? It signifies that nowadays, many parents spare no effort, exhaust all resources, and invest heavily in manpower, materials, finances, and energy to ensure their children excel. Mothers, in particular, dedicate themselves wholeheartedly. However, under the influence of educational industrialization, even if children manage to enter university through intense competition, they often face the harsh reality of unemployment upon graduation. After 4 years of university, they are confronted with a brutal truth: it's challenging to find suitable employment. As a result, some children become what is termed unfinished children, while others, unwilling to rely on their families indefinitely, opt to continue their education under the pressure of job competition, pursuing further studies. Personally, I believe this cannot be called unfinished. The law of nature dictates survival of the fittest. It's just that the Chinese mindset has yet to evolve. Throughout history, the Chinese belief has been that a university degree guarantees a stable job and a path to success. This belief was valid for those born in the 1960s and 1970s, as back then, graduating from university led to allocated jobs and even housing, truly providing a stable future. However, China's landscape has since undergone profound changes. Today, attending university merely lays the foundation for personal development and serves as a stepping stone to future employment. A university degree does not equate to a job, let alone guarantee changing one's destiny. Of course, this isn't to say that attending university is optional. What I mean to say is that planning and preparing for a child's future should start early, rather than treating university education as the ultimate goal of our lives. It's merely a turning point in life. As parents, it's crucial now more than ever to strategize and plan for our children's futures. The latest statistics show that at least 11 Chinese universities have a ratio of over 70% of undergraduate graduates applying for postgraduate studies, with elite institutions like Peking University and Tsinghua University approaching 80%. Some analysts attribute this trend to China's economic downturn and increasing youth unemployment. On June 25, Caixin reported that the 2022 to 2023 academic year undergraduate teaching quality reports and graduate-related data released by various universities in China revealed that in 2023, at least 11 universities had a postgraduate enrollment rate exceeding 70%. Over the past 6 years, the number of graduate students has grown by more than 60%, with enrollment continuing to rise. These universities include Tsinghua University, Peking University, University of Chinese Academy of Sciences, Fudan University, Shanghai Jiaotong University, University of Science and Technology of China, Northwestern Polytechnical University, Beihang University, Shanghai Tech University, Southern University of Science and Technology, and University of Electronic Science and Technology of China. Some top-tier institutions are not included in the statistics due to the release of their latest enrollment data. Among them, Tsinghua University had a continuation rate of 81% for its 2023 undergraduate graduates, while Peking University's rate was 78%, meaning that nearly 8 out of 10 undergraduate graduates choose to pursue further education. The highest rate was seen at University of Chinese Academy of Sciences, with 90% of its graduates continuing their studies. Many university graduates have expressed that they can't find jobs and can only continue their studies. An education expert from Beijing wrote that the most frightening aspect is the expansion of university admissions in China, making it difficult for recruiting companies to select suitable candidates among the flood of graduates. Unless from top-tier universities like the 985 and 211, there are limited job prospects, as companies do not require such large numbers of graduates. This scene is expected to repeat soon at the master's and doctoral levels.